Featherweight. Chris Roberts here for Fight Up TV. I'm joined by Josh Warrington. How's things?
Very well, mate. How's yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Cheers. Very relaxed atmosphere today. Obviously, you're coming over to Leeds, expecting it to be a little bit feisty.
Yeah.
Were you expecting that yourself?
Yes and no. I thought it depends who turns up. Obviously, it's Wednesday. People are going to sign on and get the gyros, as I said earlier. It sometimes depends on the crowd. I think when we boxed Lee, there were a lot of animosity because he'd slagged off the fans, and me and Lee had a bit of a personal, grudge match between us. Whereas Carl is a respectful fighter, and he's very similar to me. He's more or less come from now to world level, and they respect that. The Leeds fans get a lot of criticism and stick as just being clueless football fans, but it's far from that. They recognise a good boxer. We've had some very good boxers over the years, so they showed a lot of respect here, and I think when the fight gets closer, obviously it'll be a bit more noisy, like weigh-ins and stuff like that, and the final press conferences, and certainly the fight. But we're 13 weeks out, and there's been a lot of respect shown from me and Carl in the other press conferences. So, I'm not surprised that they were respectful like there was.
You mentioned obviously the tensions in terms of Selby.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit out of character for yourself, really, in terms of the build-up of previous fights, in terms of the tensions.
Yeah.
Do you think that benefited you in the build-up, and would that maybe benefit you again to have some tension here in this fight?
No, because I didn't build off that. Cause if anything, it added pressure. It added pressure because everything I said. But yeah, maybe out of character, but I didn't give a fuck, to be honest with you. When people were saying to me, I seen it on social media, I lost a lot of respect for Josh Warrington and the way that it's behaved. They might have been a bit fickle and forgot that build-up one went on for about 2 or 3 years. I mean, rewind to 2016, and he was, slagging me off, calling me a coward because I was getting married before the fight, and we wanted to change the date. No one bottled the fight. I'm a fighter. I will fight whoever. I'm fighting Carl Frampton as my first defence. I don't fear a challenge, and I think it went beyond a sporting rivalry. It turned around and slagged my fans off, my family off, my team off, and it become nasty between my team. Fans on social media were getting on it, so yeah, that had built up. And when the time came to the fight, the press conferences, I want to say how I felt about him, and I only felt better once I'd said that. I want to sit there and just sweep that all that under the carpet. I wanted to know. I wanted him to know how I felt about him. So that was that. And if people were to turn around saying I was out of character, well, I don't give a fuck. That's just how it was. After, I thought the 12 rounds, what we've done, and we could have and should have shaken hands behind closed doors and moved on, but because he didn't, it's kind of just left it still a bit sour. But I don't have to get fired up for Carl in that kind of way, because all throughout my career I've always been respectful. End of the day, it's an hard game, and I've said in many of the interviews today, people lose their lives in the ring. You go in there and sometimes you don't come out, sometimes you get not just career changing but life changing injuries. It's a very hard game. I've been doing it 20 years, and I've seen many fighters come and go, and those who've retired and whatnot. I don't think he needs it. We've got 2 fighters who have come from, like I said, got to world level. They're just fighting each other to prove who's the best. We've got 2 the best sets of fans behind us, and that should be enough. I'm under no illusion that Carl will be training his bollocks off and come fight now. He'll do everything it takes to get this, but at the same time, I've worked very hard to get here, and I don't want to give it up.
Yeah.
Just yet. So that's enough motivation for me.
I mean, you seem to be thriving as well in this environment. Obviously, the press, the media tour, everything else. Having that taste, obviously, of the Selby fight in a massive arena for a big title, does that now give you a real taste to kick on? Obviously, you've got a big challenge in your next defence with Carl, but then obviously, not overlooking Carl, but then obviously it's a fight, in the future, like Valdez going over to Las Vegas. Does it give you a real taste and real vision to get involved in that fight?
Definitely. It felt like kind of like a long time coming, and I know I'm only young, but because everything really happened very quickly. Went from small halls to the big arena, and I've gone from like English level to like fighting for the European in a space of 18 months, and then I had a chance to really I had a few fights at fringe world level, and defending my WBC international for about 5 times, but it was a good learning process. So by the time I got to the Selby fight, I was ready for it, and I'm ready for this kind of level now. I'm ready for the journey. So yeah, I'm loving all this. with age and experience comes wisdom, and you know, I'm wise. I've taken a lot of experience from the last build up, the last occasion when we're fighting in front of 20,000 people with an expectation that you must win. You know, you're fighting Leeds. I felt like my career was on the line, and now I've got to this. I've got the fight, and I've won the title over my shoulder. I feel like there's still more to give from me, and the journey goes on. Not only that, I'm ready to build an empire now, just not for you know, myself, but for my family. And you know, with big fights and big title, you know, unification comes big paydays as well. So that's another motivation. So I'm ready to take on the world, man.
And in terms of fighting outside Leeds, you've done it once in the last 4 years, I believe.
Yeah.
Obviously going over to Manchester, you've got a 50-50 split potentially in terms of the fans. And then obviously, you know, we touched on going over to Vegas and everything else. How do you think you're going to handle sort of moving away from Leeds, fighting in a big atmosphere away from Leeds? Because it's almost like you've always had that momentum on your side. This time it may be slightly against you.
I have to make sure I pack everything, because normally when I normally forget something, and in past I always stay in an hotel on the night before the fight, but if I do forget something, I don't say, I'll say to Mrs.
Back to the house, yeah.
Go on, I'll ask her to get back to the house and go pick me that up. So I'll have to make sure I pack properly. But yeah, it'll be a little bit different. But most of the first part of my career, I was on the road, always fighting away from home. I've won my first 2 titles away from home, and I know it's not at this level, but I used to thrive off, you know, going into people's backyards and causing the upset, and I thrive off having fans behind me as well. So it's a bit of a win-win. I've seen some great fights over the years in the Manchester arena. I remember being a kid watching Rick Atton beat Costa Zoo, and I was there watching the Frotch Groves first fight. I was there and experienced that as a fan, and there's been some great nights there, and I'm looking forward to this one as an old occasion, so it should be good.
Oh, awesome. I just want to finish off the interview. Just one last question. There's quite a big fight happening on Friday over in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. Obviously you got Callum Smith against George Groves. Massive fight for both guys. How do you see that fight panning out?
It's very close, isn't it? I mean, Callum's done what he's had to do, and his beetle's been put in front of him. Groves has got the experience. He's had the setbacks, but he's come back, and he's come back in a very big way, winning his world title and whatnot. So I'd have to probably just lean towards Groves, because he's got momentum flying with him at this moment in time, and probably Callum's toughest fight of his career. Is Callum able to step up? I think he's got the skills to, but I think I'll edge with Groves for this one.
Yeah, well, there's all to play for in that fight, and so all to play for yourself as well.
Both, you know, respect to both fighters. They're both great fighters, great ambassadors at sport, and I look forward to watching that one actually.
Yeah, good man. Well, you know, good luck with the camp. Thanks for talking to Fight Up TV. It's been great again. So good luck, Josh.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, good man. Cheers, thanks a lot.
Cheers.